Hello guys, welcome back. In today's video I'm going to show you the explanation video for numpy libraries inside of Python code. And in this explanation video I'm going to use Visual Studio inside of I will going to use Jupyter Notebook inside of Visual Studio. And if you also want to see how I create my virtual environment, you can look up in my playlist. And this video is part 1, and without further ado, let's get started. Alright guys, I'm back. As you can see here, I'm using Visual Studio, and also I have some codes here that I write when I explain pandas library from here to here. And this is I write this down when I check my GPU speed, and that's why I write that code. And now here we're going to start with numpy, and I'm going to import it first. Okay, first I imported numpy, and numpy is basically a number that have many types of syntaxes. It helps to multiply numbers. It's also very famous with not famous, but it's used for the vectors and tensors to multiply. And basically it helps to create a list in small amount of data memory, and then also to do some mathematical operations, those lists. And to begin with, let's just create some numpy's data. So let's say also you can import numpy as numpy. Many people use this just to not write it many times. With the data, let's use array. This will going to create array of data, so we are going to create it. So let's only create one data 3, and let's print it out the data. Okay, as you can see here, it is the array of 3. And also you can add other numbers. I think this is not going to work, it's because it's not list, and you can change that by surrounding this by bracket, and it will going to be a list. And if I run this one, as you can see here, we have a list, and then we can also create another list inside of this list. I'm just giving some random numbers. It's because I got error. It is because it just only take one list, but you can add another many multi lists inside of this one list. I think you know what I'm talking about. Okay, this is like this is a row, this will be a column, I think, or this will be a row. No, I mean this 3 and 2 will going to be 0, and this 5 and 7 also going to be here like this one. These 3 and 2 are going to be row, and 7 5 row, and you got the idea. I think you got it. Okay, also you can index this data. Let's say we want to see this, let's say 7. Okay, to do that, like numbers, like if you see my pandas explanation video, you know what I'm talking about. Let's say we want to see 7. So to do that, first we are going to index this list. So this will be 0, so say 0, and then after we index this list, we are going to index this 7. So to do that, we are going to say 1, and I hope we will going to output 7. Yep, as you can see, it's going to be output 7. Okay, let's also create another list. I'll copy this one and paste it here, and just to be readable. Okay, now we have 3D, like a cube, because we have to index 3 elements to get one item. And if we see the shape of this data, okay, I'm sorry, we don't need the bracket. Okay, as you can see, our shape is 2 by 2. I don't know why. It's because I don't know run this one. Okay, as you can see, 2 by 2 by 2. It's because we have 2 elements here, and then also we have another 2 element, and then also we have 2 element. Thus let me explain deeply. Okay, these 2 will going to be stand for those 2. This one, and also this one is going to be another 1, so 2. These 2 will going to be inside of, let's say, inside of this one. We have 2 lists, right? This and this one, and inside of this one we have 2, this one and this one. So that's why it is 2. And now we have also another 2, because inside of this list we have two values here, like for every single element. So just numpy is you can make many dimensions as you want. Okay guys, that's how the arrays work. And just to play with, let's just index some other value. Let's say we want to index 7 and 5. How can you do that? This is a heart, and let's change this value to another, let's say 0 8 1 9. Okay, but we want to index 7 and 5. If you think about that, it is hard, but if you think about closely, it's just easy. And I'll show you how can you index that. Okay, first we want to index 7 and 5, right? So to do that, first we want to index this first one. So we index this first one, and then also we want both to be indexed, right? This 37 and 25, because both have the element we want to index, 7 and 5. So we'll say we're going to say to index all. We only have 2 that we can index, so just from 0 to 1, and after that we want to index the last one, so that will be 1 or -1. -1 means the last one. We can just say 1, and if I run this one, as you can see here, we indexed correctly 7 and 5. I mean, if you are a beginner, I know this is be very difficult thing to understand, but you cannot you could understand it, just whatever thing you want to understand, if you work it hard, if you give it time and try your hard. So I highly suggest you to run the code on your device, so you will going to be understand it. And for lastly, let's index let's say 3 and 8. This is very difficult to do that, but we can do that. We can say data, and then we can index first 3 because they are very different, but I will show you how can we print it out here in just one array. Okay, first we want to index 3, so to do that we will say 0, 0 and 0, because it's located in this 0, and then also from those both we will going to index in this 0 index, then also from this it will index this here, so it is 0, 0, 0, and then we can say, and I don't know, maybe this work. Data, okay. Also 8 is located 1, 1, 1. If I run this one, I got some weird thing, I don't know why, but I can say numpy dot array does this work? I don't know. Let's see. But it is because I do not have a bracket here. I think that's why, or maybe, yep, as you can see here we have 3 and 5. We can index it like this, but I think we have let me explain how I index it. It is very hard to understand it if you are a beginner, like I said before, but we just created another numpy array, and then we index the first one, this one, to index this one, and we create another, we index this one to create this one, and combine of those two, we create another numpy array and we print it out here. And I mean, I know this is hard, but if you understand this concept, you are in the good shape, and just make hard effort to understand this topic. Just look up in internet if you stuck with it, or you can also leave a comment if you not understand something. I will try to answer your question, or even if I did not know about your question, I will going to give you some source, maybe if that's answer your question. But I'll see you guys in the part 2 video for numpy explanation video, and see you there. Goodbye.